Hello, hello, mis cielitos, and welcome back. Coco and Rosh are here, and we are continuing Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Charlton? Well, I suppose I should be getting back.
Alright, we'll be right behind you. Judy.
Yes, Samson?
There's more to life than just me. Please, Judy, think about the life you want to live. Because I won't always be around.
Don't say that. Without you, I don't have a life to live. So I'll be waiting right there at the mansion until you come home. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, Miss Bound!
Judy.
Oh, she seemed really upset. I thought I saw tears in her eyes. Why'd you even say all that to her?
Because I worry about her. She can't keep putting my needs ahead of her own. What do you mean? The Halik collection, the candy making. It's all because she thinks these things will make me happy. She never thinks about what she wants, what she likes. I just want her to be her own person and to choose her own destiny. The last thing I want is for her to miss out on all that life has to offer because of me.
I guess that makes sense.
He really does see her as his own child. What parent wouldn't want their child to walk their own path? And what parent wouldn't do everything they could to protect them? I know exactly how he feels in that moment. I think I've asked of you everything I can for now, Mr. Tangaroa. We should be getting back to the scene of the crime. Oh, you're leaving. I see. I suppose I'll be going back to the interrogation room for another session. Oh yes, we'll have to do something about that. You'll speak to the police for me. That too, but I'll be putting something else in place as well. An ace up our sleeve for when the time comes. I look forward to learning more. I'm counting on you, Mr. Edgeworth.
We'll be back to brief you, Mr. Tangaroa, every day. And Judy, too.
Thank you, Eddie. I'll look forward to it. Mr. Tangaroa, your interrogator will do everything in his power to extract a confession from you. I hate to see an innocent man suffer like this. But please, you have to do everything you can to hold out. If you can't, Mr. Von Karma will use that confession against you for as long as this case lasts. And it will make it that much harder for me to save you. I understand, and I'll try. I won't give up until you're out of there, Mr. Tangaroa. You have my word on that.
December 25, 11:03 a.m. Contest venue. Fountain room.
Yeah, we did find
he's
another
gone.
body. That they somehow
but
missed.
Was it that in the future though? So that hasn't happened for these guys.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Detective Bad, thank you again for what you did earlier.
Yeah, thanks a ton.
What are you talking about?
There's no need to be shy about it.
Soon, daddy. Never mind that now. I'm guessing you two are back here, looking to investigate some more. We are indeed. We'll need something solid if we're going to save Mr. Tangaroa. I hate to break it to you, but apart from this room, the whole place is on lockdown.
The rooms.
Only got the tail end of that.
For God's sake. What? But we need to see those other rooms. I'll try not make him a squeaky.
This is Mr. Von Karma's doing, I presume. Who else? Haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. Guy's probably got a hand in that too. And don't expect to speak with anybody, except us cops in Miss Bound. Everybody else is gone, and I doubt Von Karma will be handing out phone numbers.
Is this all just a game to him? Why does he have to go so far?
So what's your plan of action, Detective? Same as before. Do what I can to help you uncover the truth, like I promised. You have my gratitude.
Just you wait, Mr. Von Karma. We're gonna beat you in your bag of dirty tricks.
Detective, may we conduct a brief investigation of the area? Sure. But like I said, everywhere else is off bounds. You probably won't be seeing those rooms again. That's fine. As long as there's at least some way of continuing our investigation, we'll make do.
Got to investigate every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, may I ask what you're investigating?
Sir, I'm analysing the fountain water to see what might be in it, sir.
And what did you find?
Chocolate and what looks like the kind of flavorings and colorings used in frozen desserts, sir. The composition of the chocolate seems to be same as that of Mr. Tangaroa's work. And the flavorings and colorings match the profile of those used in Mr. Frost's ice sculptures.
Those little rivers flow from all four artists' room right here to this fountain.
That is so clatty. Ugh.
Yes, that's how the stuff from the melted sculptures wound up here.
And that's not all, sir. We also found blood.
What? Why is there blood in the water? Think back to our investigation of the murder scene, Detective. Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they removed the blood along with the body. The victim's blood was mysteriously absent, as was the part of the chocolate it had pulled on. I believe the blood probably belonged to...
I mean... This is one of those ones where it's like, it's so obvious that I'm like, what are they asking me? Like, is there a trick here? Yeah.
The victim, huh? I'll have the guy compare it with the blood on the murder weapon. It's a match. The blood in the fountain is Frost. But why would someone want to send the victim's blood downstream and into the fountain like this?
We spoke to that guy.
What is it? Any thoughts on the case, Detective? Officially as a cop? My thoughts are, Von Karma's right about everything. But, as myself, I'm not happy. We need to investigate more, here and elsewhere. I put a word in for you with forensics. Ask the guy whatever you want. Much appreciated. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. I didn't do it for you. I did it for the investigation. Just like you helped out Tangaroa for the investigation and nothing else.
Absolutely. He's very, very soon and extremely dirty.
It seems these instruments are used on Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bound's TV show, Bacon Bop. And there's some of the few things in here that aren't made of candy. Is it just me, or does the detective seem a little disappointed? There's a lyre here, and some maracas designed to look like ice cream cones.
That's cute as hell.
They're so well made that it's hard to tell what's candy and what's not just by looking. I'd reach out and touch them, but then I'd be disturbing the crime scene. Hands off! I already checked them out. They're real. Check them out how exactly? Did you manhandle vital evidence, Detective? I didn't touch them. Not with my hands, at least. Did you... Did you try to lick them? Did he... Never mind, I don't want to picture it.
It's like this cut in with all the like shoujo bubbles and stuff of him just being like, Yeah.
Miss Bound, we're here to continue our investigation.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so sorry about earlier.
She's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E.
She must have been greatly taken back by what Mr. Tangaroa had to say.
I found the photograph of the semi-final entries for you. Here, it's all yours.
Oh, Miss Scone sure knows how to make a cute cake.
Yes, Samson loved her design for that one. And he loved the designs and flavors of Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries too. Only problem was... As Samson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. However, their respective entries for the final tasted nothing alike, it seems.
Was there anything else of note that changed between the semi-final and the final?
Nothing major. But I guess there was one thing. Mr. Gusto's son was always here with him throughout the contest.
Uh-huh. Nice to know
Mhm.
that this is only being mentioned now.
Right?
But he was nowhere to be seen during the final.
Why would his son come and hang out at a contest venue of all places?
To cheer on his dad?
Oh,
You're sure you're happy for us to keep hold of this?
of course. I hope it helps with your investigation. Oh, and I also have the book containing the recipe for the cure Samson mentioned.
We've seen this book before. It was in the chocolate frame, in Tangaroa's room.
That's right. He put it on display there so that everybody could see the grand prize.
What? The cue is in the ultimate cookbook? So it's not a book of dessert recipes, I take it?
Oh no. We told the contestants, of course. But I guess nobody told you yet.
So the contestants all knew what the ultimate cookbook was this whole time. I'd like to hear more about the cookbook, if you don't mind, Miss Bound. Also, I just want to say, the fact that Scone is just a pharmacist and presumably has little to no cooking ability, they may taste bad, my god, is she good at, like...
She's
just-
like clearly got a design eye. She should
Yeah.
like learn how to actually cook and like make something of herself with this.
Right? So if I understand correctly, the Ultimate Cookbook is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines.
Exactly. Or rather, totally new medications that haven't made it to market yet, to be precise. Only in America. To the right buyer, a pharmaceutical company, for example, it would be worth a fortune.
But why make that the grand prize in a confectionery contest?
Mr. Tangaroa is the sole heir to the Tangaroa family fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangaroa Group?
The Tangaroa Group? Yeah, I think I've heard of them somewhere before.
It's a major pharmaceutical corporation. Sells all kinds of pills and poisons.
Oh yeah, that new Cold Killer Pro has been making some real waves since it went on sale. Eddie, can you please stop talking just as I'm taking a sip of tea? I always reach for a cold killer when I'm feeling under the weather.
Which is never as far as I've seen. I'd like to hear more about the Tangaroa group, if you don't mind. So, did Mr. Tangaroa not want to take over for his parents and go into the family business?
No. He preferred the idea of making people's lives better through the power of confectionery. And his parents supported him in his quest to become the best in the world. Then, when they passed away, he inherited the cookbook.
But why would he make such a valuable heirloom a mere contest prize?
He's been hounded by so many people looking to make that book their own. He was tired of it. But it would have been an insult to his parents' memory to simply give it away. So he decided to find somebody he felt was worthy of it.
I'll bet the board of directors loved that. Handing over the fruit of all their expensive research to someone like that, to someone else.
They hated the idea, of course. Which is why Delicia entered this contest. The Tangaroa group wanted her to win the book back for them.
So you knew she was a pharmacist all along?
Yes, and not only that, I told her how to appeal to Samson's taste. I tried to help her win.
But why?
I wanted to protect Samson by protecting the Tangaroa group. If that cookbook fell into another company's hands, the board would never forgive him. So I wanted to find a way to keep it with the company, but in a way Samson couldn't object to.
So that's how Miss Scone managed to make it so far in a contest she had no business taking part in.
But Miss Scone wasn't the only one pretending, was she? Mr. Frost wasn't really a confectioner either. And he still made it all the way to the final, just like she did. Not bad.
Yes, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculptor, and a gifted crafter of desserts too.
Gifted indeed, judging by the standard of his work in the final. But how did one man produce pieces of that size and quality in such a short period of time?
I'm not sure I have much more to tell you. But if there's anything else I can help you with, I'd be happy to, of course.
She's certainly very keen to ensure that she does all she can for Mr. Tangaroa. I could certainly use a cup of the tea you made us yesterday if you wouldn't mind. I think that might help move the investigation along nicely.
Your tea is to die for, Miss Bounds.
Well, how could I possibly refuse? I'll bring it right out.
You know, I think that cheered her up a little.
Oh, that was quick. We've learned a little more about the contest participants. But there's still one question involving Mr. Gusto for which we never got an answer. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why.
Sure, I was. Silence. You're not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information.
What was he doing in Mr. Frost's room? And that's not all. I also have questions about the work he submitted for the semi-finals.
Yeah, me too.
A confectioner who admits to lacking design sense, and a sculptor with it in spades. Mr. Gusto could not have hoped to win such a high-level contest by himself. Which is why I'm beginning to wonder if there was some sort of connection between him and Mr. Frost. Detective, I need to ask Mr. Gusto a few more questions. His story still doesn't quite add up for me. Me neither. We need to figure out how to get in touch with him.
I'm assuming this is Von Karma, so I'll do the... Oh, do you know?
Good guess.
I'm so good at ignoring really stupid ass games are going.
Good luck with that, because I have no intention of allowing it.
Mr. Von Karma?
I am already in the midst of my own investigation into Gusto. So there is no need for the likes of you to pester him with the same questions again.
Sorry, I'll try and do a... Don't think it's coming across in the mic.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, fine. Tesk.
I will, however, be happy to answer any questions you might have.
He seems dead set on preventing me from talking to Mr. Gusto. In which case... Fine. Then allow me to take you up on your offer.
Very well. What is it?
I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost.
The connection between Gusto and Frost? If it was simply a matter of coincidence, they both happen to be taking part in the same contest.
Damn! Damn! That is the
You know what? We kind of stand.
Yes! And that's all.
That's all I have to say to you.
What? But that doesn't help us at all.
We'll have to confront him with evidence if we want to draw the truth out of him. And it's imperative that we do. He's clearly hiding something.
The connection between Gusto and Frost?
Yes, there must have been a connection of some kind.
And if you would cease your baseless interruptions, I will happily tell you what it is.
I will interrupt until the end of everything.
If this were a courtroom, I would have you removed for contempt.
But isn't that solely the judge's purview?
Yeah, a Judge Von Karma would probably have dancing to his tune.
I'm just thinking of Saku's judge.
Yes!
What? Even judges are scared of him?
It won't be an easy trial, that's for sure. Please, Mr. Von Karma, continue.
It was simply a matter of coincidence. They both happened to be taking part in the same contest.
Granted, it may have simply been a coincidence that they both entered the same competition. But that doesn't rule out a connection of some other kind between the two of them.
I do hate to repeat myself, but... if you do not have any pertinent evidence, then kindly keep your mouth shut.
Guess I'll just have to do as he says for now. At least until I find the evidence that proves Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's connection.
Still, the look in your eyes speaks volumes. Well, go on then. What are you trying to say?
Make up your mind, will you? Should I keep my mouth shut or not?
He's just been very tsundere towards you, Gregory. It's okay.
It seems Mr. Von Karma is keen to keeping us away from the truth.
Which means the truth must be inconvenient to him somehow, right?
Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost had something in common. I just need to present the thing they shared to Mr. Von Karma. It would be their,
It'll be the
entries.
pictures. Yeah.
Objection!
I forgot that's what his voice sounded like, and it's very weird.
Right?
I wonder if you could look at the two confections in the foreground for me, Mr. Von Karma. They were made for the contest semi-finals. Both are quite exquisitely crafted, wouldn't you agree?
Get to the point.
As the nameplate suggests, these were Mr. Gusteau and Mr. Frost entries. Mr. Gusteau told us that confectionery design was far from his strong suit. And yet, his work in the picture is just as good as Mr. Frost. Exactly as good, in fact. We learned from another witness that their two entries also tasted exactly the same.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that they were helping one another out. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Well, at first glance, the two may appear to be superficially different. It soon becomes apparent that there were significant similarities in how they were put together. They are made of the same ingredients, taste the same, and share a similar design aesthetic. And this is proof positive that the two were working together.
If you figured that much out, I suppose there's little point in denying it.
Mr. Von Karma knew all along that they were cooperating.
But I'll warn you, none of what you're about to hear will be to your advantage. Let me confirm what you seem so desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night. It seems they were helping one another right up until the day before the final.
So, you knew that the two were cooperating. Mr. Von Karma, why are you trying to bury the truth?
I'm not burying the truth, I am giving the truth a nice little relaxing massage with dirt in hole. Please, enough with the petty slander. I merely wanted to avoid you poking your nose around before I could provide proper context in court. It simply slipped my mind to explain that to you.
Despite the fact that you just asked me directly.
Continuously slipped mine. Problem with aging.
It doesn't explain why he's being so slippery with the facts, though. I need to figure out what it is that he's hiding. I can't let things end like this.
Let me confirm what you seem so desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together.
Hold it!
So you did know that there was a connection between the two. Why were you trying to hide it?
Tesk. I don't just hand out information like candy, and certainly not to the defense. Not like that lollipop nursing fool of a detective over there.
You do things your way, and I'll do them mine.
And you wonder why I refuse to share information with a traitor like you. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night.
Hold it!
Last night, after Mr. Frost's work melted, correct?
Yes, I interviewed Gusto personally. Yeesh, a one-on-one with Mr. Von Karma. That must have been terrifying.
I imagine Mr. Gusto probably meditated his way through the difficult parts.
He most certainly did not, every time he closed his eyes. I brought him back with an almighty snap. No one dares to plead the fifth with me.
Did that even work on him?
And that is how I was able to perfectly learn every last detail of Gusto and Frost's relationship. It seems they were helping one another right up until the day before the final.
Hold it.
But why were they cooperating?
Gusto's sense of design is subpar, and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best. Neither of them stood a chance of making it through the contest alone.
So what was their end game? Why cooperate only until the day before the finals?
Gusto claims to have ended the scheme. Allegedly, he wanted to win the final on his own merits. His one and only goal really was to be crowned the world's best confectioner. And his pride would not allow him to do so with the help of another. Cheetahs can only ever win hollow victories, I guess.
I was under the impression that their collaboration had only lasted through the semi-finals. But I'm starting to think it might have lasted up through the final itself. Mr. Von Karma, I'd like to ask you some more about how long they worked together, if you don't mind.
If you must. Gusto's sense of design is subpar, and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best.
Hold it.
We've done this one.
Oh.
Oh, have we not? Oh, no, we haven't.
Yeah. Before you ask, I'm not objecting to your characterization of Mr. Gusteau's design sense.
Yeah, he admitted himself he ain't all that great.
He made what he alleged to be a likeness of me. Just thinking about the abomination he came out with turns my stomach.
Yeah, I kinda like the guy's work.
An artistically rich amateur and an artistically impoverished professional. In a way, it was inevitable that we would wind up working together. The two cooperated until the day before the final, then decided to compete on their own merits.
Hold it.
You really believe that they were cooperating until the day before the finals and then simply stopped? That seems a little strange to me, wouldn't you agree?
I have told you the truth. Whether you find it strange or not is none of my concern.
He was concerned enough to try to hide it from me only a few minutes ago, though.
I like that sprite a lot,
Yeah,
actually.
that's smart.
It's really cocky. Yeah.
Which means there must have been a reason for that. Based on Mr. Tangaroa's assessment, it sounded as Mr. Frost's entry for the final was the clear winner.
Which means he must have still been working with Mr. Gusto, right?
And that's precisely what I was thinking. I must have some evidence that proved that they were cooperating right up through the finals. Okay.
By the way, just while I was looking at Von Karma, I was like, God, Sir Ian McKellen would play an incredible Von Karma.
Let's see. Probably this one? Because it's talking about how it's tasty, and he supposedly wasn't good at making things taste good.
That makes the most sense to me, yeah.
Alright, let's see if there's anything else. No? Okay.
Objection.
They weren't working together during... Oh, actually, I just noticed the time. We'll go ahead and wrap this episode up right here. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful time zone wherever you are, and as always, please do take care of yourselves and each other. Toodaloo-hoo!
Cheery!